I'm Jen, Deputy Digital Editor at Runner's World, and this is your guide to marathon race day nutrition. So for your race day breakfast, we'd recommend going for something that's high in carbs but low in fibre. So something like a plain bagel with banana and peanut butter, or perhaps porridge with banana, nuts and honey, something like that. Now, simple carbs are low in fibre, so they're less likely to upset your stomach, and they also digest more quickly. So whatever option you go for your race day breakfast, make sure it's something that you've practiced with in training. So when you're doing those long runs, experiment with different breakfast options and see which digests well and leaves you feeling full but not heavy or bloated. And experiment with your timings too. So we'd recommend having your pre-race breakfast between 1 and 4 hours before your race, and that depends on how big that meal is and how quickly it takes you to digest it. So experiment and see which works best for you. And don't forget your hydration, so just hydrate normally by sipping on water around 3 hours before the race, and just carry a water bottle with you so you can keep on top of that hydration. So during your race, you're going to want to consume between 30 and 60 grams of carbohydrate per hour to keep your body topped up with fuel. And we'd recommend going for the upper end of that if you've got a 2 to 3 hour finishing goal. Now, you've probably heard before about marathon runners hitting the wall, or you might have even experienced it yourself in the past, and it's not fun. It's where your body has depleted its glycogen stores, and that just leaves you feeling completely exhausted and your legs feeling like jelly. So to prevent this from happening, start fueling around 20 minutes into your marathon in the form of energy gels, drinks or chews, whatever your sports nutrition product of choice is. But the most important thing is to consume something that you have practiced with in training. Don't go taking products off the course which you've not used before. And make sure you stay hydrated. So recommendations on how much we hydrate when we run vary between 300 ml and 800 ml, but it's important to consider firstly the outside temperature, but also your thirst and how much you tend to sweat. You'll also want to consume some electrolytes to replace the sodium and other minerals that have been lost in your sweat. The most important thing is to stick with your nutrition and hydration plan and don't go rogue on the day, but also be really diligent about it. So some sports watches actually allow you to set an alert to go off every so many minutes to remind you to fuel and hydrate, but then you can also do the old school method of just writing it down on your hand as a bit of a reminder.